Y'all killing me with this.
I'll just show you this one. It's about like 2 minutes long, but this is like what actually aired. This is what we saw.
I feel like we should have just ended the whole thing. We were at the end.
Yeah, we can. Let's end it. You want to tell me about his scam?
You mean finish it all up today?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we're close enough.
Final words.
We got 10 minutes. Do we watch this?
Like I have this new
Final
clip thing where,
words
like I have a Discord and people, like, people that join my course, they can.
Okay, so to give you a little bit of context, because those jump cuts are making it like almost incomprehensible to the listener probably. So basically, Ethan's like, all right, we got 10 minutes, right? And Dan's like, I mean, we could just wrap it up. Like, we're practically at the ends of the PowerPoint anyway. And Ethan's like, yeah, but we're running out of time. And you hear AB in the background. He's like, well, I mean, if we have 10 minutes left, we could just kind of finish it up right now. You know what I mean? It's not that much. And then Gila, you hear her in the back go, any last words? Like, any last words before we start playing this, and then we can get out of here. And AB goes in the background. He goes, my last words are, fuck me. And he says this because he just put in like endless hours of work, and now they're not even going to get to finish it because these two assholes showed up late. We're getting sidetracked the whole time. You heard it a million times already this episode. I said it already. So he's a little upset. I'd be a little upset too, God damn it. Like, come on. What am I, chopped liver? Why are you having me do all the work if you're not going to use any of it? It's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. Like, that could be put towards like making the show look better, like better edits, anything. Better clips, better shorts, whatever. But now you're just wasting time and resources at that point. So that's what he says. Fuck me. Those are my last words. Now this is where it's going to get a little awkward. This is where we're going to hit the button.
Can use they get access to.
We covered most of
We're
it.
doing it.
What are you
Making it
doing?
so awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just like, this is what I'm talking about when it's always like.
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I just I'm about finishing Wednesday.
On Friday, maybe. Is it? You guys, like.
So now you can hear them. You can hear them there. Ethan slams that button. He says, you're doing it right now. You're making it so awkward and terrible. Like, we've talked about this. This is what I was talking about. So this is already something that they've talked about in the past. Why did they talk about it in the past? Like, so that right there kind of tells me that Ethan's already kind of like chewed them out. Like, listen, guys, when I need to go, when I say I need to go, I need to go, which is fair. If you have kids, we get it. But once again, you cannot at the same time get mad at your employees for being a little upset that you just made them do endless amounts of work for no fucking reason. That's not fair. See, you having to leave for your kids is fair. You getting mad at your employees for being a little upset that you made them do a bunch of work for nothing is not fair. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Okay? Because I know it makes sense to me. I don't know. I might be the only one, though. So now you listen to these guys. Listen to him. He said, this is what I'm talking about.
When it's always like.
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I just I'm about finishing Wednesday.
On Friday, maybe. Is it? You guys, like.
All right, I'm taking my hand off the. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
So now you see how the button is it's glitching. Right now, they're supposed to be back on air. Ethan's already taken his hand off the button. But now you're getting the live feed audio. What's supposed to be the live feed audio is still happening on the screen. So not only did you get like the uncut audio, but now you're getting a double of what the live feed audio is supposed to be. And you'll see that in a second as well.
What? Okay.
They heard it.
All right.
Right
we
there.
wrap?
Watch. In the background, you heard this guy, unintelligible, it said, but you could hear if you listen closely, he goes, they heard it. They heard it. So he's telling these two, yo, you guys are outed. Sorry, but they heard you on the live stream. So I hope you guys are ready for that one. But now watch. You're going to get that double up on the audio. They're going to get the live feed audio. But now you're also going to get their reactions. It's going to be so this is fucking priceless. The faces that they make when they find out that they're caught is solid fucking gold. Watch this.
Wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Yup. Look at Gila. Busted. Look at the bailiff. Busted. That's the face of a woman that knows that she's caught. Mind you, I didn't even prep any of these for the show notes, so I can't get crazy into them, but I will be looking into this. I can't even tell you how many, just casually scrolling through Twitter. Teddy Fresh is a terrible place to work for. Lead people at Teddy Fresh are leaving because of the toxic work environment. Teddy Fresh has gone through endless employees in the past couple of years. The turnaround rate over there is insane. All of them talking about how Gila is a shitty boss, how she's a bitch at work, how she treats people like garbage. This is a result of finally getting caught. This is the face that you make when you know. She looks like a villain. Like, she looks like she has absolutely no fucking remorse at all. And look at Ethen. Ethen looking over at his producers like, are you fucking serious that the button didn't work just now? Like, Ethen has the look of death on him. Ethen looks very, very worried. Now watch. That face right there, we got to go back. That was another one. Look at Ethan's face right there. He even gets confirmation. Hey, the other guy moderating the live stream. Are you sure? Are you sure that we got busted? This is that face. You sure? The guy is over there. I hate to break it to you. Both hands in the air. He's like, yeah, they saw it. They saw the whole thing. So now both of them know this thing is out. And the internet's going to have a field day with it. H3 Snark in particular.
What? Okay, well,
Heard all that.
thanks, Button.
All right.
Well, I'll just explain myself then. Like, it's like, you know, first of all, I appreciate the hard work.
I know
you've
you
done,
do.
And
I
I
know.
loved it, and I really enjoy it. But
Now watch this. He starts out with the apology to AB. Because he knows right there the fans are going to be very pissed off about that first and foremost. He already knows that. He's done these lives for a long time. He has damage control constantly in the back of his mind. So he knows. So right away he looks at AB. He goes, listen, I always appreciate the work that you do. You know, don't think that I don't appreciate the work that you do. I always appreciate the work that you do for the show. And I love it. It's just, you know, the things and he starts getting into it. And AB tries to cut him off. AB accidentally cuts him off by trying to once again defend him and go, no, it was my fault. I was being selfish by wanting to finish the slides. Now watch Ethan's reaction to AB trying to save him. Watch this.
But it's like every time we do it, it's like the show is what it is, and
I know.
it makes it.
I was being.
Look at Ethen getting pissed off. He's getting pissed that AB's interrupting him, right? This is preemptively he's pissed off that AB is interrupting him. But really, if you dig deep, he's pissed off that he is outed. He's really, like, this whole situation, anyone could say anything, he's going to stay mad. But he doesn't realize that AB's defending him. So right now, he's like, God fucking damn, I can't even get through my fucking apology without this asshole saying something again. So now I'm going to have to chew him out off camera. What the fuck? But watch, AB defends him.
Being selfish.
No, dude, that button f***ed me, dude. Can you imagine that button f***ing me over like that? Like, dude, I mean, it could have been worse. What kind?
See, he even says it could have been worse. He knows that he's like, it could have been like last week when I was like really fucking digging into you. Like when I was really putting in the works on you off camera, you know, talking about your hot mom, how I'm about to fuck I could fire you, or you're a worthless fucking producer. You remember all that shit? It could have been then. Then I'd really be fucked. But nah, they're just getting this light one. So I'm kind of actually getting off kind of easy on this one. But to sit there and look AB in the eye and say, could you imagine that button fucking me like that? Like, that is some balls, dude. To say some shit like that is some balls, bro. Listen to this.
What kind of button is this, bro? Who's getting?
You had
What's what with the button
technical
people?
issues earlier. We had technical issues earlier, and it screwed some stuff up. I was running around in the back trying to fix everything, and I don't know. I guess that was still glitched out. Didn't work.
Bro, how am I ever gonna
basically
trust the button? We need a button redundancy.
We need a button for the button.
Ugh.
Apologies.
All right. Listen, I do have to leave. We ran out of time. So we'll be here for members tomorrow. And then on Friday or Saturday, we're coming to do the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch, you're going to see coming up is going to be the part that I just showed you the cut from that episode where they cut it out and stitched it all back together. You're going to see that part come up in a little bit.
So what did they see? Just a black screen with me talking?
No, the visual of the button worked.
Parts was cut. Most of the start wasn't cut. The end was cut. So it's like hard to tell right now.
Now, whatever. You know what I said. All right. Enough.
Guys, don't make it a bigger deal. It's nothing. Chat. It's in chat.
Look at that. AB fucking defending this guy again. The AB is like a dog. He's so fucking precious, man. Like, you cannot help but love this fucking idiot, you know? He's so loyal. Like, if I could get a couple guys like that around here, holy shit, the stuff we could do with this goddamn show, it'd be unbelievable, okay? We'd be top-notch quality content, okay? If I could get a couple of those that I could beat up around the office, but like physically, I like really fucking putting work into these guys. Like, if I could just have a couple of those ABs just to punch around the studio for a little bit, like just 6 months, just give me 6 months with like 3 guys like that. I'd fucking 50 Shades of Grey these motherfuckers. A guy can only dream though, right? But AB is defending this guy again, loyal to the fucking bone. And watch Ethan's reaction to this. He's telling the chat, don't get mad, guys. Don't make it a bigger deal than it has to be. Trying to defend me, poor AB. Nobody should care about me. Let's focus on Ethan. He's the real star here, and he didn't mean it. It's basically what just came out of this guy's mouth. Watch Ethan's reaction to that. Shaking his head at him. Shaking his head at him and staring him down as if he wants to fucking kill him. Ethan is staring him as if his glaze is gonna melt him down to fucking bone. He's like seriously, like really laser eyeing this guy down to nothing practically in his mind. And all AB's trying to do is defend him. And look at his wife. This is how you know this bitch is evil. She's over there looking at these guys fucking laughing her ass off at this shit. She knows. She's probably laughing at the fact that she's probably just thinking about how much Ethan's going to lace into this motherfucker after the show. And she's getting a good old kick out of it. Ethan's like, I think Ethan beats AB instead of beating his own kids. You know, these kids are drawing on, he's got a tattoo of his kid's marker drawings on his leg. I could only imagine what their fucking $15 million mansion looks like. Probably looks like Picasso on crack ran around that bitch and had a field day. So, like, he probably, instead of beating those little rugrats, he probably comes to work and fucking gives the AB the 1s and 2s. Just like I want to do with my ABs when I get them. So, remember that when this show gets big enough to where I hire producers and stuff, that will be part of the job posting. You will have to get your ass kicked from time to time by me when I'm stressed out, okay? So let's watch this finish out.
What do I need to say about this? No, what do I need to say about this?
I have no idea.
Look, oh God, I don't want to say anything more because, like, that was an aside, okay? What the f is that
So it's,
stupid
like,
button, bro?
Hard to tell right now.
Hold on, now I gotta go to chat. Okay, whatever.
Ay.
Now you heard that ay. This is where it happens. This is the cut that I just got done showing you. That was the end of the Jack Doherty content court. Watch this. This is where it happens.
Bro.
Hard to tell right now.
Hold on, now I gotta go to chat. Okay, whatever.
Ay.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta get out of this. Bye, everybody.
All right, so now that's the ending. That's the one that they wanted everybody to see, you know, which I just got done showing you prior to this clip. That was the actual button incident. Find that very odd. You know, I find this whole thing to be very odd. That it's finally culminating to Ethan being a shitty person. So many people have speculated on it, But now I really think that this is like the most solid proof of him being like down to the core a shitty person. It's one thing to be like, oh, he's getting canceled because he made fun of a cutie, whatever, when she was getting a fucking deep fake porn online and she was crying about it. He made fun of her. They were canceling him for that. But people can be like, okay, you know, they can let that go in their minds because they're like, well, he's just doing it for content. You know, say what you want about the guy, but he's getting the clips out of it, right? You know, so a lot of his fans have kind of like let this kind of stuff go just kind of based on that alone. And then you got the fans that are actually on this guy's side that are kind of loyal to him. Even those fans are starting to jump ship because it's one thing to be loyal to a guy that's, you know, talking shit online. It's another thing to be loyal to a guy that's talking shit to his subordinates. You know what I mean? Like, nobody likes, it doesn't matter how rich, how famous you are. Nobody likes it when you go to a restaurant and berate the fucking waitress. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody wants to see you do that. Nobody likes it. Nobody's ever going to like it. So it's kind of the same concept here. Your fans are not going to stay loyal to you if you're sitting there mentally fucking abusing your employees on a daily basis. And now that's really all the suspicions that your fans have. Watch this.
I guess we should talk about the button thing. Here's what I'm going to say about the button thing. At the end of the content court yesterday, there was a moment where I made an aside to AB, and I was angry, and the button didn't work, and everybody saw the interaction. I'm embarrassed that you guys saw it. However, I do believe that this is a private, professional situation that was never meant to be public, and I will continue to handle it in such a way, in the same fashion. We will continue to work on this situation behind the scenes, and as professionals, as coworkers, and I mean.
So basically, what we're hearing right now is him. Like, think about this if it was like a domestic violence situation. This guy basically walked out of the room from beating his wife and said, hey guys, I'm sorry that I left the door open and you guys happen to see that, but it's just something that happens around the house. And although it shouldn't have happened in front of you, I still very much would like to beat my wife. And the next time that I do so, I will make sure that the door is closed. That's basically what he just got done saying to you. He's not apologizing for it happening. He's apologizing for you seeing it. Does that make sense? So let's watch this guy again. This is like the most half-assed shit to hear this guy say this. It's crazy.
Everybody saw the interaction. I'm embarrassed that you guys saw it. However, I do believe that this is a private, professional situation that was never meant to be public, and I will continue to handle it in such a way, in the same fashion. I will.
Did anybody hear the words, I'm sorry? Did anyone hear the words, I'm sorry? I know for a fact AB didn't hear the words, I'm sorry. So this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. This guy does not give two fucks about this situation. He only cares about the fact that you saw it, that the fans saw it. That's the only thing that's affecting him right now. Because he knows that it might affect the bottom line at the end of the day. Now, am I the only one that finds it a little suspicious that this guy has had like 3 employees leave in the past like 1 to 2 years? Am I the only one that finds that a little odd? So, just in the year that I've been watching, they lost Cam. Then they lost, what was the other girl? Sam. And I think Zach's girlfriend ended up leaving Teddy Fresh. So it's like these guys are fucking hemorrhaging employees. And this was something I ended up finding online from the H3's Snark subreddit. I will explain those guys. I know I've been talking about it. I will explain that in a second. But somebody had brought up the fact that they don't think that Ethen wants AB to even work there at all. They think that Ethen hired AB because AB was defending him on live stream, like I said earlier, during a time where Ethen was getting canceled. And Ethen was like, hey, man, this is going to be a loyal guy. Let's help this guy out just like he's helping me out. Let's bring him on board. You know, you could be the nicest person in the world. You're not going to mesh with every single person that comes across your path. So maybe when that happened, Ethen at first meshed with him or thought he did. And it could have been to nobody's fault. They might not have just meshed as people. So this post that I was reading, they brought up a good point. The suspicion was that they think Ethen eventually grew to not like AB. But due to the fact that every single person who works on the show is an integrated part of the show and the show is filmed live, it would make it awkward for him to like fire people. So really the only thing that he can do is just hope that they leave. And then they could frame it however they want. They're going on to bigger and better things. I guarantee you Ethen is slapping NDAs all over that bitch. So those employees that I just mentioned leaving, they probably had to sign NDAs fucking 12 inches thick. You know, they're probably not allowed to talk about jack shit. I almost can guarantee that with someone like Ethen. He's been in and out of the court system so many goddamn times, getting sued, suing other people. He already knows the shit. He's going to make sure that they can't talk about jack shit. So it was a very, very interesting post to have those things speculated on, because they make a lot of sense. If we're seeing this now, this is just the time we're seeing it. He's probably done this to AB and other employees a million different times. Like, this is not the first time that this has happened. I can guarantee you that. This is just the first time that we're seeing it at this level. And that's saying a lot for somebody like Ethen, who really prides himself on kind of being like a righteous guy, you know, like he really prides himself on being this like internet cop. He has a whole thing called Content Court where he judges the stuff that other people make. And he usually does that based on them being terrible people. And now it's kind of funny that his fans are kind of seeing him as a terrible person. I wonder if he's going to do an episode on himself. How fucking awesome would that be if Ethen does an episode of Content Court on himself for all the times that he's done fucked up, stupid shit? He unleashes all the different button live feeds. Every button that's ever been hit, he releases all of them. That right there, that'd be the only redeeming factor in all of this. If you can do that, we will forgive you.
Workplaces are pretty. I mean, like, this shit happens. I mean, like, it shouldn't, right? But like, I don't know. It just it happens.
We're human. Yeah, we got frustrated. You got a little
like
frustrated.
literally,
in the
you've never
moment,
been
you
mad at
snapped
somebody.
maybe slightly.
Yeah.
I mean, I just. It came across as a more "come on, bro." Is a "come on, bro" moment. You know, we all.
Was it a come on, bro moment? Come on your upper lip, bro moment? Was it one of those kind of moments? Because that shit didn't seem like a come on moment to me. And when I show you guys the clip of like the actual feed that we didn't get to see, it still didn't look like a come on moment then either. Okay? The only one that should be coming on anything is AB. And it should be coming on all of you. Okay? Nothing less and nothing more.
Have that. Come on, man. It was a come on, man. Like we got to get out of here. We're losing our sitter. We got to get home. Like,
Listen,
stop,
you usually.
stop making it awkward.
Yeah, whatever. So it's like, okay, if you're mad at me, fine. I shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? I apologize for that. That was an inappropriate way. But I also, you know, like I said, it happens, and I'm always working on, you know, improving. I think that I am generally, you know, I don't think I talk like that usually.
You don't? I mean, right now, if we go back a couple frames, looks like this guy's like reading off of like a teleprompter or his phone or something like that. What are you looking off to the side for like that? That's a bad sign. You're either reading something over here or you're just looking off, because that's usually what people do when they lie. People don't tend to look you in the eye when they're lying to your face. And he's basically lying to like 30,000 people's faces right now. So let's listen to this guy squirm just a little more.
I don't think I talk like that usually. So when I do, I feel bad, and I work on myself. But sorry that you're all fucking perfect little fairies that float around and drop pixie dust wherever you fly. And just you leave a path of happiness and bliss and euphoria in your path.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
What the fuck was that? This guy, like, are you serious right now? How crazy is that? To sit there, now he's trying to turn it around on you. He's saying that it's your fault that you're pissed about this happening. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Bro, you try to act like you're Mr. Perfect. You are the one who talks a lot of shit on these people and tries to make yourself seem like the good guy for it. Ethan brings it up. He's, oh, yeah, these things happen at work, whatever. Now Dan wants to put his 2 cents in and talk about it. And then they show you the actual feed.
You want Dan has something he wants to say. Yeah, Dan has something.
Well, if you're not going to say it, listen, we have...
Dan has a thesis.
Oh, so I have a thesis here. The way it all played out yesterday with the button glitching out, it glitched out in this specific way that genuinely made it seem way fucking worse than it actually was in the room. Now, obviously, once we realized that it was like, obviously it's embarrassing. I'm not even going to say that. And it was cringe. From a outsider perspective, if we could step away from it for a second, the way it played out, it is cosmically unfortunate how it happened. Because basically what happened is the button removed the 20 seconds leading up to what everybody heard on the episode.
I got anti-buttoned.
You got anti-buttoned. And so what that means is, A, it didn't have the full context, and B, the conversation was hidden behind the button screen, so you couldn't really see like the mood in the room as it was being said.
Okay, let's get over that. You know, long story short, you guys heard what he said. I'm sure you guys aren't deaf. The button cut out a little chunk of it. So now he wants to show the real footage because he thinks that we're going to get a different perspective out of it. I'll warn you guys now, we don't. It's pretty much seems exactly the same. It seems like Ethan is kind of being an asshole to these guys. Gila's backing up Ethan all because they want to get to their kids. Mind you, like I said earlier, they showed up late. They had AB do this whole big PowerPoint. They kept sidetracking the whole entire thing so that they couldn't end up getting to finish it. This is where it all stems from, okay? So now check this out.
That big a deal and is kind of funny. So
here's Dan. Okay, go ahead.
So this is what actually happened in the room.
Roll
We should
it.
have just ended the whole thing. We were at the end.
Yeah, we can. Let's end it. You want to tell me about his scam shit?
No words.
You mean finish it all up today?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we're close enough.
Final words.
We got 10 minutes. Do we watch this?
Like,
So
I
this
have
was
a
all
sneak
seen.
peek, like, I have a Discord and people.
Fuck me.
Like, people that join my course, they can use. They get access to
Why
a
fuck you?
Discord.
Look how Olivia's the only. Look at Olivia. Look how sweet she is. Can you switch
Wait,
to
why is
Olivia
it
real
cropped
quick?
all weird? I don't know. Why
I've been watching him work on it for so it's really good. It's
okay.
really good.
Thank you,
Bro,
Olivia. That's so sweet.
Yeah, you're so red. This is how the show works. We ran out of time.
Yeah. No, I think we covered most of it.
Doing it.
What are you?
See, right there. This is why I don't think that we're getting a different perspective here. You watch back, right there, Ethan's like, well, this is how the show works. I mean, we're running out of time. You could have smoothed that out and just kept going. We're running out of time, you know? But let's play these next couple ones and try to get through as much as we can in the next 10 minutes, and then I got to go. I'm sorry, guys. Bam. Perfect way to finish it right there. Instead, this guy wants to slam on the button, try to make the audience unaware of this whole situation, and he wants to chew AB out in front of everybody. Like, if it's happening and it's awkward, smooth through it, buddy. You're a fucking host. That's your job. Then when it's finished, you can talk about the shit afterwards. And you're right at the end of the show. But nah, instead you want to get a couple licks and you think nobody's hearing it. In my opinion, that 20 seconds that got cut out and the fact that we couldn't see it did not change a fucking thing, okay? That's just my opinion. So let's watch back. I want to show you that. Make sure you pay attention because like I said, you can see it's a smidge awkward, but it's nothing that cannot be smoothed over. Instead, it got handled in a completely wrong way, in my opinion.
Watching him work on it for it's really good. It's
okay.
really good.
Thank you,
Bro,
That's so sweet.
Yeah, you're so red. This is how the show works. We ran out of time.
Yeah. No, I think we covered most of
We're
it.
doing it.
What are you
So
doing?
awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Just like this is what I'm talking about when it's always like.
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I'm about finishing
On
Wednesday.
Friday. Is it?
You guys, like.
All right, I'm taking my hand off. And the button didn't work.
Okay, to me, in the moment, and even watching it back right now, I mean, obviously, it's a private conversation, so it's embarrassing that, it was overheard by the audience. This was a, come on, man, like, we got to get out of here moment.
No, it wasn't. It was not a come on, man, we got to get out of here moment. Ethan paused. AB was getting ready to say, yeah, I guess we could finish it Wednesday. Bam, dude slams on the button. I'm going to fuck you up. It didn't seem any different than the way we perceived it. As a matter of fact, it almost went exactly how I pictured it. I pictured it happening exactly like that. I pictured a couple more punches, but it went pretty much exactly how I thought it did. So we didn't see some like new perspective. There's not any, this was a different moment than what you guys thought it was. This was AB getting fucking chewed out for a very petty fucking reason. And now you're going to listen to Dan defend Ethan. Listen to the bullshit that comes out of this guy's mouth. This is crazy.
It wasn't even like a chewing out, but it's being perceived that way. I think the button cut it right after AB said, like, fuck me, right? And then it just cuts to that screen and you're hearing hushed tones. And to me, when I watched the stream, I'm like, Jesus, that does seem bad. And then when I watch this, I'm like, okay, this is just like a minor moment.
No, still seems bad.
Me, right?
Yeah, my point was just that, like, I didn't want to make it awkward, but we had to leave, you know what I mean? And whatever, that's a thing that me and AB will talk about privately and we'll work on together as professionals. I'll say,
People saying it's still bad. Do you guys, who are these people? Do you have jobs? Like,
No,
what are you talking about? It's a minor spat, like his boss got mad at him and said something real quick, but it's not like he chewed him the fuck out. It's just not that big a deal.
All right. I want you to hold on to what he just said. This right here I thought was very disrespectful on Dan's part, who normally is kind of holds it together in these types of situations. To sit there and go, oh, the chat is still saying that, oh, it was fucked up. Like, who are you guys? Do you guys even have jobs? Like, are you guys even, like, real? Like, you're fucking NPCs, man. Those people in those chats are more than likely your members. They're people that are more than likely paying a good chunk of what you and Ethan both make. So, yeah, those people got jobs. As a matter of fact, they're quite literally more than likely the only people paying. So, to sit there and talk shit to them, it's crazy. Think about it like this. Creators don't tend to think about it like this. I'm a regular guy. I have this show, but I'm just a regular guy. The show's not even that big. When I'm scrolling through YouTube, I'm not subscribing to everybody that I like. I'm not even commenting on every video that I like. So the fact that you're getting these chats during the live, those are people that are legitimately dedicated to your show. Because it's not going to be just some random passerby that's going to be like, let me jump in this chat real quick, start voicing opinions. That's not how the shit works. Anyone passing by is going to either go, this is good or this is bad. They're going to get into it a little bit before they start voicing their opinions. If they're not, they're fucking psychotic. But I can guarantee you, those psychopaths are not making up the majority of your chats during the live stream. Those people are your dedicated fans. So now, to defend Ethan, you're taking a big old shit on your biggest supporters. To me, that seems a little sus. It seems like you guys are really trying to save face because you really do believe that this was a fucked up situation. This is like the behavior of somebody who's so far in denial that they will say anything to justify their point. And he's clawing at the wall, trying to get anything he can. And it's not really working out. I think that's fucked up. Let's listen to him say this shit again. This is fucking crazy to me.
We'll work on together as professionals. I'll say,
People saying it's still bad. Do you guys? Who are these people? Do you have jobs? Like,
No,
what are you
I don't
talking
think so.
about? It's a minor spat. Like his boss got mad at him and said something real quick, but it's not like he chewed him the fuck out. It's just not that big a deal.
You guys have jobs? You guys even know what the fuck you're saying right now?
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
Look at that. I love that soundbite. That's Tony Hinchcliffe right there. I got that inspiration from I Got Worms 88, the listener who gave me the submission for Tony earlier in the episode. That he gave me that idea subconsciously. I got inceptioned by a fucking listener. I don't even know what the guy looks like. Somehow I got implanted on getting this soundbite idea from his listener submission. Look at that. So
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous.
little
I
late on the
sound.
soundbite, asshole. But yeah, you submit stuff and you might end up getting a soundbite too. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, so right there, Dan is insanely out of touch. To hear that shit is kind of crazy. And then to listen to AB Stockholm Syndrome is even crazier. Watch this.
Yeah.
You're out of fucking time. Hey, I'm out of time. Listen, I say this with peace and love. It's got to end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get both your perspectives. I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Exactly.
I think it was my fault because I didn't acknowledge.
Yeah.
I didn't acknowledge Ethan's tattoo yesterday, and I think he's a little upset about it. Your tattoo is great. I love your tattoo.
Oh.
Tell me that's not fucking textbook Stockholm Syndrome. That's insane. He's still trying to save face for this guy by making jokes. And the look that he has in his eyes when he's like looking at Ethan, like, this guy legitimately has Stockholm Syndrome. He's like infatuated with his captor. It's kind of fucking crazy to see this.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.